Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was kind of an interesting adventure to say the least, but with the bloatedness that was the Battletoads reboot out of our backs, it only just now occurred to me we missed out on some other Battletoads experiences.
Oh yeah, you were teasing at some of those because
Yeah.
I thought, uh, even though the reboot didn't feel like it was dead in the water, like the sheer infamy behind the original Battletoads had me thinking that the original was dead in the water and they just did nothing else with it, at least in terms of home consoles.
No, there were plenty.
Yeah,
Huh.
Rare really felt like they had something back in the 90s, and right around, in between 1991 and 1994, they were able to push out a decent amount of games for the brand. Like, you have the first game, you have the arcade game that we did, and in
Right.
between all that stuff is what we're going to be showing you guys today. So, first up and foremost,
Trade West, my bad.
yeah, they were the ones that published the games. But yeah, starting off, we have the Game Boy version of Battletoads, which, contrary to the name, is nothing like the NES original.
Oh,
Well, I mean, okay, it plays the same, it shares similar graphics, but it's an all different story starring Zitz, the technical second player of the original NES Battletoads, and he's on a mission to save his friends Rash and Pimple from the
Right.
Dark Queen.
Battle.
yep.
Oh yeah,
they,
by the way, her taunt here does change every time you start the game up.
Oh, that's cute. And there's old Dr. T. Bird.
Yep, that's his name.
And
So-
again, it's a slaughter.
Oh yeah, that's that big
Cattle
Bull.
Bull.
Yeah, man.
Bull, yeah.
cow bull guy that we dealt with in the arcade game. So much like the original Battletoads games, it's pretty simple. You can run, you can jump. The sprite work is more or less the same. You can pick up items and whatnot. And David Wise did create a brand new soundtrack for this version of the game, which, I mean, again, leads to a fairly unique experience compared to the original game, but still carries a similar level of jankness all around.
Is there a more... Does it feel more... I mean, I know it's probably odd to ask for a dang Game Boy Color game. Does it feel more stable than the NES title?
To some degree it does. Like, there's not as much color to worry about, despite the fact, for the record, I am using RichArc to record this, so I did fiddle around with the color settings a bit, so you're not seeing just, gray or lime green or whatnot.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
all
no,
good.
it's the Game Boy Color after all as well. But also, I mean, so far, you said it was. I mean, this does remind me a lot of the NES, though. They're definitely
Oh,
so far. Maybe we should just leave them be. We can't
I don't
leave them
think you can.
be.
You have to beat him up.
I gotta chop his arm off.
Damn.
Ow.
He was
Yeah,
just,
no, the Battletoads really knew how to be raw at the best of times. I mean, shit, have you guys seen our arcade playthrough?
goodness me.
Definitely.
Was that? I guess. Go ahead.
I was just saying, honestly, from what I've seen, I think the arcade game was probably where it got, the most visceral.
It's definitely with the graphic visuals. But I guess I'm not you again. It's like.
Do I have to chop both your arms off, boy?
Let's be
I
careful.
think it's the same
Assuming,
one.
yeah, I was like, be careful because looking at the health meter, we have 1 health left. There it
One
goes.
hit point in a dream, and
But-
it's
but we-
all gone.
Oh, but we do get infinite, but not infinite. But we do get immediate continues. That is helpful.
I like how it looks like one of his arms is just I'm sure it's pulled back and it's hidden behind the back, but it looks like the arm facing away from the camera is just really shrunken.
Ow.
Huh. Well, I mean, okay. Apart from the immediate continues, I'd say did not think the combo game would be this good on a Game Boy Color game.
One thing that is worth mentioning about the Game Boy game is that you only have 3 continues to your name.
Oh, that's it. And then no password system or nothing.
No password systems. You will get booted right back to the beginning of the game if you kick the bucket or kick the toad hole, as it were.
Gosh dang it, Rat Rocket.
And much like your typical Battletoads fare, there are genre changes every now and again.
So now we have a good old shoot 'em up, but it should be fine. So we were talking about that arcade game. Was that arcade game that we looked at? Was that up until recently the last released Battletoads game?
It was, as a matter of fact. Though that's not to say that we're completely didn't try to reboot the franchise at one point or another. Because I do recall that there was a prototype made for the Game Boy Advance for a Battletoads reboot, but it didn't get very far beyond a prototype.
Fair, and I mean,
Good.
I was about to say, I also do remember Zitz was a guest player in
Killer
What's the name of
Instinct.
the game? Killer Instinct.
Killer
that's it.
Instinct.
Yeah, they did that, and then I know in even though the Battletoads reboot kind of poked fun at it, Sea of Thieves did at some point have a Battletoads skin made for like your ship and stuff. You could have a Battletoads sail, and then wasn't there a Shovel Knight thing?
Yeah. For the PC and Xbox versions of Shovel Knight, you can encounter the Toads, and they actually make you go through a whole series of platforming challenges. Unlike Kratos, who just deals with you in a one-on-one brawl.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't actually fight the Battletoads directly?
I think you do fight
Jesus.
them, but after you're done.
Oops.
I was gonna say that was okay. Yeah, no, this is
too cheap.
that was true to form of Battletoads. Darn.
The Battletoads beating the dust.
Just give it about 20 years. You won't be looking too pretty there. Anyway.
Yeah, seriously. So that's pretty much all we'll show off for the Game Boy game. Again, an interesting little subversion compared to the original NES game, but more or less the same in terms of its production values. But with that said, not long after this, a proper sequel to the game would be released, and it wouldn't just star the Battletoads.
But also Trade West. Again.
Yeah, as I was saying before, not only did it star the Battletoads, it also starred the Double Dragons.
I thought I
Billy
was
and
really half
Jimmy?
expecting one of you to say, but it also starred the Game Grumps.
The Care Bears. No, it's Billy and Jimmy. Again. Something happened.
Isn't that
I
who
don't
they
know
played
what.
in River City Girls?
Yes, they did. The Apostrophe Toads.
Yep, so why don't we get our fun little introduction to all the characters you'll be playing as in this adventure.
He's the crazy one. What a good character arc. And then we have Zitz.
Who's got a finely toned buttocks right there.
The smartest yeah, okay, right, he was the Brainiac. Then we have Pimple.
Who's got thighs for days.
Jeez, yeah, buns and thighs.
And the more I look at the Toads, the more I start to realize where Donkey Kong's modern design came from.
And the dragons. We're actually not dragons. That's actually just the name of our fighting school. Shut up, you're dragons now. Twisting. I don't. Yeah, go ahead.
So the long and the short of it is that, well, despite the name, it's primarily a Battletoads games where they got permission from Technosoft to have the cast of Double Dragon appear as being part of the side.
So, but like you're saying, this is a predominantly like the Battletoads take center stage with like who they're. Oh, look, there's a Bobo.
Yep, a Bobo's in this game too.
Looking not as rough around the edges, and not a Bobo.
Nah, he's just a block.
I hate how they're trying to wrap the font around the side, but okay. So they're more or less.
This guy looks like he came from a B-rated Commando knockoff.
I was gonna say he actually reminded me of the frickin' Machine Gun Man from and also not Xenomorph.
Yeah,
but
that's actually one of the. That's actually one of the more. That's like very relatively unknown Battletoads villain, who's actually up there alongside the Queen as being one of the. By the way, this is inconsistent because apparently, from what I'm told, Shadow Boss is supposed to be one of the brothers in disguise.
Oh, like I can see that, but yeah, it's supposed to be like some sort of like big, and of course the Dark Man. But anyway, no, it was that guy reminded me of the freaking Machine Gun Man from Metal Slug.
Oh no! It's a big blood coming towards Earth. I'd better warn the Toads.
Okay, so that's our story. It is probable that in all of outer space, the Battletoads would have to come to Earth at some point to save us.
Yeah, more or less. And it's like, this is really just a dumb fan fiction that they decided to make featuring the Toads teaming up with the Double Dragons.
You could have told me this was a ROM hack and I would have believed you.
I mean, it's a professional ROM hack, I'll give it that. Billy, Jimmy, you're the finest warriors Earth has to offer. Can you help us?
I find it hard to believe.
Yeah, I would say, are we really?
I mean, seriously, look at those two. They look like they haven't even taken a proper bath in a while.
Go to that River City ransom guy. And Billy, what did I tell you about your forward neck posture? Oh, so we're going to the
Battlecopter swoops low over City Hall, and the Lee twins climb on board. With the strike force assembled, the copter heads into space to make a preemptive strike against the dark forces.
Billy was allowed promptly onto the jetcopter, while Jimmy was made to walk to the nearest subway.
Man,
I don't know, I'm losing my mind. So,
all right. With that said, let's actually start this game proper. And One other thing that this game does and the next game also does is that apparently there's 2 versions of the 2-player mode, A and B. I want to assume one of those just means that friendly fire is turned off.
I think so,
on.
yeah.
So, yeah, unlike every other Battletoads game, well, aside from the arcade game and the reboot, you actually get to play, you actually can choose which of the 3 Toads you can play as well as the 2 dragons. Well, just to be true to my character, I'll be Zitz.
And I don't know who I was going to be in any Double Dragon Neon or whatever we're gonna do. I'll go with Jimmy because he looks like he actually has a neck.
Alrighty. I guess that's it. Press start.
Oh, start. That's how they do it.
It's one of these buttons.
It's one of these buttons.
How do you select, James?
I press start.
There it goes.
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay. And first up, that is a Bobo.
Oh, a Bobo.
So let's get out there, Zitz and other man.
Random toad guy and, oh! And so the battle begins.
Woo! Stop it.
So, much like your typical Battletoads fare, you more or less... Oh, okay, so this is the mode with the friendly fire on, so we're gonna have to be careful.
Yes, we will. Also, this
Ooh.
looks silly.
It does.
Something like, how am I breathing out? How am I breathing in space? Ow. Sorry. I also run really fast.
Yeah, it's more... Again, this is running off of an updated version of the original Battletoads' engine.
There's something so, like, immediately satisfying about just giving a swift kick to justice. It's actually really
And a
strong.
ow!
Sorry.
Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side.
Oh, shut up, Falco.
But, oh, that was a power-up. Oh,
Yeah,
it
it's some random pill that gives you invulnerability for a few seconds.
you guys are gonna have to throw these things away sometime.
Yeah, there you go.
So, okay, while we're the ones doing all this, Hype, what do you think of this chaos that you're seeing? Because I did not know this game existed.
I knew of it. I still question why it needed to be a thing.
I guess.
I mean, it is a thing, and honestly, just on the pretense that it is a thing, they really should capitalize on this for a future Battletoads sequel. Like, make a freaky crossover between them and the new Double Dragons, or heck, maybe even have a crossover between the new Battletoads and the River City Girls.
The River City Girls meet up with Billy and Jimmy, and it's like, oh hey Zitz, oh hey Billy, you guys know each other? We don't talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that ain't the boss.
Cartoon ball hand.
Boom.
Oh, okay, I see what you gotta do. Alright, wait for the
You're
strike
up.
and boom!
Nice.
To spit out the gumballs.
Fun balls.
They're mine.
They emptied the ball pit.
Oh, nice, I'll take that. But anyway, ow, I'm okay. But yeah.
Also, if
Other
you're wondering, there's absolutely no gameplay difference between any of the Toads or the Dragons. They all play the same for. I think the only real difference is that the brothers and the Toads do have their differences in visuals. That's about it.
Oh!
He's mine.
Don't worry, friend. I shall save you.
You didn't save me nothing, but yeah. I'm gonna also be a little cynical and say that part of me is almost wondering if the entire reason why they worked with the Double Dragon was because literally nobody else returned their calls.
Who knows?
Oh, sorry. Because I don't even know if Double Dragon was big when this game came out.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was. In the States especially. Like, I think there was a few... Oh, God.
Oh,
Billy's never...
no.
Billy's like, what are my eyes doing?
It's a Bobo!
I am Bobo.
Dang it, a Bobo. I thought you were a buddy.
He ain't a Bobo buddy. Haven't you seen the other game?
From your big adventure?
This beat 'em up action. I mean, I gotta say, like, in terms of on the NES, this isn't the worst beat 'em up I've ever played, but I almost want, like, how do you think a Battletoads game made by Capcom would have done?
I mean, probably better than this. I mean, they were practically the kings of... one of the true kings of that genre back in the day.
Well, of course, with stuff like Final Fight.
Oh my gosh, he's... Okay, I think I just need to, like... Yeah, okay, I think I just need to, like, fake out a combo, because he is not letting me get an opportunity to actually hit him.
One thing that's also worth mentioning about this this colossal team-up is that it actually... I'm so sorry!
Oh.
Wait, I think
he almost...
down.
Oh! Boom!
Oh,
Give him the boot.
By the way, you owe me a new pair of treads.
Bobo has been and gone, team?
Even I can beat a Bobo?
Oh, beaten and gone, okay.
Again, part of Cranky's persona, I think, was taken from T-Bird here.
I have to imagine. Big Blag's gonna stomp and yeah, that's your one gimmick. But
I
yeah,
will
let's
say
see.
before we do end this video off, I remember this. I remember this particular stage having one of those infamous bike sections, and I think it's only fair
boy.
that we try it.
Well, I want
I
to see
love
how
that
it
you
works.
hammering into the ground.
You can't see us. They can't get to us.
That would be so
What do you
funny.
think this is? What do you think this is? Separation anxiety?
Fine.
Should
I
we show
actually-
that game off at some point?
Which
I'm
one?
not against it.
Oh, God.
Separation anxiety. It's the second Spider-Man beat 'em up for the SNES and Genesis.
Oh, I never played that one.
It's the sequel to Maximum Carnage, which I hear is fine, but it's just really hard.
Can't reach me
Oh,
from up
God,
here,
it's
you
the
piece of
legs.
Shit.
It's the freaking
Ow.
leg man's. But I can pick up the legs like I always could. Ow, ow, ow. Stop it.
Something tells me we should have picked the B mode.
But more than likely, yeah. Woo!
Oh, I'm so
Oh.
sorry.
If one person dies, it's game
You
over.
call yourself the Ultimate Team? Don't make me laugh.
I'll continue.
Okay.
okay,
Again,
duly
just for
noted.
the sake of just for the sake, if we can reach that bike section.
Try
Which should be after
try
this.
Doing that, try doing that hammer attack, hammer him to the ground.
There we go. I mean, much like a typical beat 'em up, like the more fun stunts you do doesn't really happen until you just do a typical combo first, and it really does depend on the scenario.
And I'm going to try and protect you since you have 1 life compared to my 3.
That's true.
Get that. Actually, no, I need that. Okay,
Well,
I got it. Let's help.
we both did kind of need that, but hey, whatever works.
I mean, I don't mind the concept they're going for with this.
Oh, I
where,
think I got a. Oh, I thought I got an extra life.
maybe this will give you a 1-up if you get it. No, it was
Get
a
that
shot.
random
Just
5,000.
I
But
think this is one of those games you get in a high enough score.
Right.
Sorry.
So it's
I get
like
forced habit.
it's okay. So it's like I like what the Battletoads were going for, especially with what you're doing there. I like the idea of it's a beat 'em up with cartoony slapstick. I can see where there is a audience for it.
Right, and I will say that if there was one version of the game that I think succeeded more than the rest, it was the arcade game. It's just a shame that nobody talks much about the arcade game, considering it was the most graphic of the bunch.
Right.
Honestly,
And-
you would think it being the most graphic of the bunch would give it more reason to be talked about more.
Well, I mean,
But I
you know what? I think that's the wrong way to put it. I think it's the oh no, it's a bombardier.
It's a
Come on,
oh,
toss,
I love
toss the shit back at him.
oh.
And again, I love the fact that even
Careful.
the dragons still have the faces.
I don't know how to pick this up.
It seems
Oh, there
it seems about right.
Oh.
He just never realizes after the first fucking toss.
Yep.
Oh, I think we gotta go in there.
Oh, we do. Okay, what's behind this? Oh, we go
Going down.
downstairs. Okay, not yet, but we're getting close.
Oh,
But
there's one up! Oh no!
oh my god, really? Can you punch it?
Beat him up! Hopefully, it could potentially, unlock the screen.
Assuming it's
trying
supposed
to-
to go
I
in that
need
direction.
the life.
There? I think it's to the left,
I think
James.
it's stuck. We gotta go this
Wow.
way.
That
Fuck.
actually is that's a bummer.
That's
That's
stupid.
lame. Lame!
Careful.
Just the timing when you said lame, it looked like you were just gonna like self-suicide because you were that upset.
So anyway, as I was talking about down the street, I had to tell that guy, and we went down into the alleyway that day. Billy and I went to an ice cream parlor, and Striker, excuse me, sorry,
Please
I
tell
don't
me
know
there's a
why I
life up here. I need a life.
health.
Health, which
Let's
I
hang
don't
on
think
to
either
it
of
for
us
a
need
bit.
right now, but let's hold on to it and hope it stays. Okay, now you need the health.
Yeah, okay, I immediately
You're
called
welcome.
Dibs in now. What do you mean you're welcome? You caused my car to crash and then bought me a new car saying, oh, you're welcome. It's like, what are you talking about? Anyway, okay. Yeah. Oh, nice pogo stick mover.
Ow! There goes the pogo stick.
Just your pogo stick with my pogo stick.
Nice.
How did that not kill him?
That's gotta be annoying for the dude. Okay.
I'll say.
What's in
Please. Well, I'll take it. Oh, hey! That's mine. Hands
see
off,
him.
mister.
Nope.
But no,
Ain't-
I'm dead set convinced
Yeah,
that there is an airbike section coming up.
I feel like it has to be if you're remembering it that much. And also, looks like, as always, the Battletoads still have their transforming powers.
Well, of course. It's a staple.
But I mean, from what I'm seeing here, like the game, it doesn't control bad. I think it is just the problem of, like, this is why you can't just force a franchise and hope for the best.
It's also a matter of the fact that, like... Oh, that's the invincibility power-up.
You may as well take it.
Okay.
You're more
Save
risk.
myself some... Oh, this again?
Oh,
Well...
Oops.
that's why I gave it to you.
I was about to say, that invincibility
Sorry.
didn't look like it
I
helped
appreciate
much.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, man, but that's not the best way to do it.
Okay, one more.
I wonder what in the context of Double Dragon that's supposed to be a reference to.
With the guy with the TNT?
Yeah.
Kind of just kind of curved it, but okay, and then we can go in here. Okay, we're getting through this. We're just fighting frickin' Blag is his name.
There
we
they are. Ready to endure hell, my friend?
I don't think I'm
Lord.
ready for this. I can kick though, but only behind us.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be.
I was expecting some kick-ass music to play right around now.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, is this still Wise, or is it the Double Dragon composer?
Oh, I think it's Wise. Wise did most, if not all, the OSTs from the original game. Oh, I got 2 extra one-ups. Sweet.
Actually, yeah.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh,
And thus
here's
it
what
begins.
separates the dragons from the toads.
Oh, I hate this. I am. But are you a man or a mouse? Said the horse.
I can dream.
Actually, I'm.
Harold.
Oh,
Oh
crap.
boy.
I'm just now realizing though that is actually a pretty cool effect with on that's a cool 3D effect on those like pillars that we have to jump.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna be very careful around you, Mr. Frog Legs,
Frog legs.
because
Is that supposed to be a French insult?
goodbye, sweet peace, hello, whatever the hell that line from the reboot was with the freaking gymnasts and the lumberjacks.
Hello,
goodbye,
sweet war.
peace. Hello, sweet war.
I'm
then just
talking
start beating
murder.
Straight justice.
That was Eric, but I did not recognize Eric Baza as that.
Yeah,
I will
like
admit.
again, Boss has just been on fire the past couple of years with stuff.
I'll say.
No, I mean he is currently.
How can
Looney-
you get all the fucking points?
Oh, sorry, fine. You want to
No,
try?
you're fine. I'm just busting your balls, man.
Okay. I mean, he has been like Looney Tunes' go-to actor for a while. I think now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm trying to think. Like ever since that one mobile game, he's been voicing like a good handful of them. For actually,
There we are.
actually not even then. Like about as early as the Looney Tunes show, because I remember he was Marvin than that.
And I mean, for better or for worse, I know he was in that Banana Splits movie.
Oh yeah, as all the
Was
banana
he?
splits.
Yeah, the horror movie. He voiced all of them.
Well,
Huh.
again, like
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the not
Well-
Five Nights at Freddy's script.
yeah, like well, that's the thing with like Boss. It's like as
There's
great
Blank.
I was about to
Continue
say, like,
though.
that is kind of like the thing. Like, as great as an actor as he is, and he's like a really sweet guy from what I've seen of him.
Was that it?
A lot of his jobs really do amount to. What's up?
You could have told me that was a cutscene. That was literally just Zitz going Spider, Spider, and then just getting rid of him. It's like, oh, no boss battle. Okay.
Okay.
Let's.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, Arnold Schwarzenegger with a 5 o'clock shadow there can wait, because I do believe it's Hype and Logan's turn to play the final bit of Battletoads Legacy prior to the arcade game.
Yes.
All right.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the climax of our Battletoads smorgasbord, and this one stars Zitz, Brash, and Pimple in a rare production, only on the Super Nintendo and licensed by Nintendo themselves. Just 1 year before we had Donkey Kong Country, we had the Battletoads in Battle Maniacs. And would you believe this game also has as much of a deep story as Double Dragons?
I'll let it play, and we'll see what happens. Also, Future James is gonna hate trying to edit all this, but we'll find out.
Yeah, I know.
So, in the long lost land of northern Tibet.
Somewhere in China.
I think that's just outside of Cleveland.
That ain't the vulture.
Silas Volkmeyer.
That's an enemy in Professor T-Bird, as always. But yeah, at some Tibet special guest appearance by Scuzz. Anyway, at some lost at this fortress, the Battletoads reunite to go
It's
into
been
action.
so long, brothers. I mean, are we brothers? We don't talk about that.
Let's see. Hey, Professor T-Bird, what's up?
Toads, I have invited you here to witness the first demonstration of Psychode's new games generator.
Oh, cool. New games. Let's see what we got. as I take a swig of this drink confidently that I will not spit take with.
A Voltbar production. We've named its artificial world the Gamescape.
Wait a minute, we don't like the Gamescape.
This approaching image is a pig of the apocalypse. One of the Oh!
Before the professor can finish, the pig leaps out of this damn screen.
That's not a pig. Oh, that's
a pig, though.
That's the
and
pig.
He's taken the director's daughter and clubbed Zitz in the head.
And captures Zitz and takes him into the Gamescape.
God damn it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I told you guys augmented reality is fucking dangerous.
Oh, and also kind of like that
Pay
one...
attention, battle jerks. I, Silas Volkmeyer, intend to turn your miserable world into my game sphere. The Dark Queen holds your feeble friends captive, and if you try anything, you'll never see them again.
The game sphere was Drake and Josh, but that's just as maniacal. Also,
that's how the game starts. So that's you guys go ahead and take over.
Oh yeah, let's start. So wait, so the Dark Queen is not actually the main baddie in this?
No, she still
That's
is.
fancy.
It's just that weird brain thing is one of her cohorts.
Alright, so we'll go with... I'm gonna do B, because A seems to be the one that let us beat each other up last time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So,
I mean, that said, hop to it, Toads.
gotta get him back. Let's get crash the Gamescape.
And time to cook some bacon in the deepest recesses of Chaos Mountain.
Oh, I'm Pimple.
Oops.
Oh,
It's okay. At this point, we can describe that what our original intention was to try and keep it consistent with the 2020 remake, but for some reason, this game gave top billing to Pimple, as opposed to Rash.
yeah, how odd.
That
Also, I
is
just saw
odd,
there's
but
2 jump buttons.
yeah. I think this is. I think the idea is that there's really only 2 buttons you use: the one jump button and one attack button. So it's A or B or Y and X. Actually, X doesn't do anything. Forget what I said.
So yeah, much like the other games, it's really just your typical jump and punch sort of fare, and that's really all you need to know.
I mean, I can roll with this. So this was the official sequel to the Battletoads. That,
Yep, not counting the Double Dragons crossover, even though it came out just a wee bit before this game did.
Yeah. And, I mean, it doesn't... Whoa. I mean, I will admit, this doesn't look bad for... What was this, an SNES or NES?
Super Nintendo.
This doesn't look bad for an early SNES title.
And mind you, this came out like a year before they started really experimenting with their Silicon graphics stuff, and eventually made the likes of Killer Instinct and Donkey Kong Country.
So, I mean... I would... Part of me would be interested to, like, in terms of all the experience we have now pretty much had with this series on this channel. Part of me would like to listen to either like a little lecture or a small presentation. Like, I want to know what exactly, where did Battletoads go wrong, and where could they have learned to maybe make it a franchise people have some tongue-in-cheek fondness for moving forward.
Oh,
goodbye, Resh.
Yeah, you want to be careful, because you drop down the pit, you lose a life.
Okay, bullet point number 1. That's not. We didn't see nothing. Bullet point number 1. Don't have it be like Streets of Rage 4, or at least how it used to be, where if you fall down, you lose a life. That's probably one reason why this didn't work.
Bullet point number 2, make it not quite as slippery.
And number 3, if you want to ensure you can keep a hold of your license for years to come, don't have EA publish the arcade game.
Oh, did you, random thought, just to kind of make this dated or whatever, did you hear about EA with Star Wars?
Oh yeah, they lost the license.
Or at least they lost the exclusivity deal. Woo. So they can still they're still allowed to make Star Wars games, but they can't, they don't get full 100% say on who does anymore. Now anybody can make it, which cool. There were a lot of developers who I think wanted to be able to make Star Wars games, and now they'll get the chance to.
I mean, all things considered, just not to say that it's been a complete slop ride with under EA's grip. I mean, we did have that one Fallen Order game I heard was pretty good.
That was really good. That was a pretty solid game, and I know they wanted to make a sequel.
Punishment.
What a pig!
Is there like something I'm missing here? Do we have to kick him off the stage?
No, he just has a butt ton of health.
Damn. This ain't really... Okay, this is their idea of a mini-boss. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway...
You'll know you finished off the enemy when you do one of those funky transformation sort of attacks.
Oh, not another one.
But hey, just rest assured, At least unlike a poor schmuck like me, you have the sunglasses words rash at your side.
That is true. I just need to be careful. Watch my health and.
By the way, Hype, how's it feel to swap bodies with Pimple? Or swap bodies with Rash, anyway.
I'm not really noticing that big of a difference, to be honest.
I know.
That's fair.
I know in the reboot, Pimple was slower but dealt more damage with each combo.
Was there really a big difference between the two of them?
It was just a matter of like his attacks were a little slower, but he could deal more damage with a smaller combo than like Rash or Zitz were with their higher ones.
I mean, that's interesting. I mean, I definitely. Pimple, hold me. I'm scared.
And yeah, B was the right way to go. Because I could not. Could you imagine doing this with friendly fire? This kind of close quarters combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which again, I guess that is the reason why they had that option in the first place. You want to play with. You want to have a miserable time. Pick A. If you want to actually hold your buddy's hand, pick B. I'm noticing here. I do like how they're making the attack button actually like context sensitive. Like depending on what you're doing, it will change to the Dark Queen. It will change to it'll change to react to people around you if you need to like split up. But anyway, let's see. We mentioned the battle. Oh, there's my last. We mentioned the tough mini bosses. We mentioned Star Wars is that, and then I heard crap. Oh shit!
Really?
No.
Press the start button. Now,
what do you mean the action got too thick here? I'll give you a thick ear if you don't rescue Machiko and Zitz.
Wow, how clever.
Hopefully that doesn't take you too far back. It looks like you're still pretty close.
Okay.
Though do be careful though, because much like the other games, you do still have limited continues. I want to say you have up to around 3.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You know, now stop and think about it. It does feel like a missed opportunity that they didn't include any of the Battletoads in the original Killer Instinct, like the one from like the arcade days.
Well, I mean, they could have easily
saved
just
that
had
for
a
the Killer Instinct reboot.
They did, which is awesome. But still.
It seems like they were trying to cast as many stones as they could and see which one would actually like lead into a franchise. And fortunately, they kind of had a being on.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, there goes Pimple.
Okay,
also, it's a game over if any one of us loses lives.
Things are looking good, Toads. Good for the Dark Queen if that's your best effort. Get a grip, guys. Let's motivate.
Fine. All right, let's give it one more. I'll give it one more good shot to one of us. Like, have to continue. It's like.
Oh, I had the wrong one there.
Well, that didn't take long.
Yeah, we'll go a little bit further into this, but it feels bad. Like apart from like one or two games, like let's be honest. Apart from Banjo-Kazooie, which you could argue is still mostly motivated by Nintendo, almost none of like Rare's like single properties by themselves did too hot without Nintendo's help. Oh, there we go.
Really?
Yeah, because you walked right off.
I mean, that was a little too soon. Let's keep going.
Okay. And they have at least a flashy thing. Is there a limit on how many continues you get in this game?
Again, 3. I don't know if that's shared between the two of you, if you both have 3 continues to pop, but
it's shared.
We'll have to wait and see.
If it's shared, we're going to find out real quick. But at least we have a really good spawn camping position here. I said, a good spawn camping position. Get off.
And again, no, it's shit like this why I still hold strong regard to the arcade game, because, well, it being an arcade game, the only thing you had to worry about is if you had any coins to spare for the sake of lives. And even then, that's something you don't even have to worry about because with the Rare Replay, which they did include the arcade game on, you literally have infinite continues.
That is very handy, and I would love if that. Oh.
What?
Wow.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. And I would love if that rumor was.
I'm so sorry. I feel bad for whoever's skull that was.
Really?
Yeah, no, that was a little. This game is going to be kind of cheap with this, ain't it? But
unfortunately.
Again, I would love if Rare Replay could come to the Switch or to PC.
It'd be nice.
I mean, I don't think it'll happen, considering the fact half of the games that were on the Rare Replay, all they really were activation cards for like separate downloads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what I could definitely see is like if they maybe made an abridged. Oh, boss time.
Finally.
He's a big.
The mecha pig.
He's a big slab of charcoal. But where's the pork?
We're gonna have to get to the gooey center to find out. Oh god, that is that one-hit kill.
But thankfully, for the sake of boss fights, you are allowed to use your mega hits for the sake of dealing the damage.
Yep.
Even if it doesn't automatically kill him.
Ah. Oh. Okay, good. And then you just tap the attack button to get out of that quicker. So far, this has been a very interesting experiment, and but did they only include the arcade titles in the Rare Replay, or did they include this one as well?
They only had the arcade game and the original NES game because that's just that's legacy right there.
Right.
But to be fair, those were like the only really noteworthy parts of the franchise, and it's not like they could really,
Okay, watch the shadow. If he
ask
stomps us
Arcs
once, it's over.
It's not like they could, beg to Arcs. I doubt they were. Oh, gore discretion shot.
I killed him off screen.
Oops. My wasplings will sort you out, what features, because they'll be stinging and you'll be singing.
Oh, I don't want to hear you sing, so don't even get any funny ideas.
I've located some hover discs that you could use, but I bet my beak there's a whole load of trouble waiting down in that tree.
Wait, if we use these hover discs, does that mean this is going to be a new... Oh, no.
Yep.
I'm okay, so let's see.
No pressure, boys.
Let's see what a little bit is this like. Okay, so it's like the old swinging down section in the first game.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what this is supposed to be. Also, it's nice to see that the snake kind down here are just as vicious looking as the king of them we dealt with in the arcade game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grab with him. So I mean, this is again. I just wish that they. Oh, careful. The needle. Again, I just wish that there was a... Oh, wow. This is okay, I'm assuming the Toad themselves is the hitbox, so be careful.
I think so. It's either them or the disc.
I gotta
the
love
disc
these...
kind of clipped it a few times and it didn't get hit.
Okay, then it probably is just the Toads.
But yeah, I just wish that they, understood the demographic of who they're going to, because these games always seem to be a little bit too BS hard for their own good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the only reason why they kept this kind of system in place was because, well, this was back when game rentals were still a thing.
Oh,
now we got the fucking rats out of cannons.
All right, you can punch him though. Oh, careful.
Boy.
I mean, hey, I will say this much: if you guys managed to beat this level, you'll have gone farther than I ever did in this fucking project.
Really? You have tried to
what
play.
happens?
You've tried to beat in this game a couple of times. Okay, careful.
I played it on the very rare occasion when I was really feeling in the mood for it, and the furthest I ever got was this place.
Little taps. Oh boy. Because look at the. Oh, look at that.
Well,
game. Oh.
Let's see.
Okay, so I guess it's good to know that
It is 3 people per.
Did the nasty queen give you boo boo?
Oh, but
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
have any life
liking.
left.
And I was saying I don't, because it's probably going to be your own 3 continues, and I also do not like that I'm seeing these guys again. I think it did put us back at the start of the stage.
No, because we haven't seen those. We saw those snakes. It took us a while to get to those snakes.
Okay. Well, also, for me, just take some damage.
All right,
Let's end this nightmare now.
Well, I'm saying I want to see
gotta wait for one of them to attack me.
attack
You're
him.
aiming primarily at Pimple.
Attack Rash.
He's the rash one.
Wait,
Did you just
are they
attack-
seriously not gonna hit me? Really, guys? Come on.
Stop
I'm the one with the sunglasses. I'm an easy target.
They're all just going for me.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Get away from me! Rash is like, man, this is a cool field trip, isn't it, Pimple? Stop it. Okay, here we go. Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's what all. Yep,
There,
game over, boys.
Okay.
So let's see what the Dark Queen's their final message is. Did the nasty queen not play fair? Ah, shame. Now get back in there and roast some pork.
I mean, we tried.
Oh wait, now. Oh, I get it. Now it's only Pimple.
Hang on. I'm gonna just. If there is a game over thing, I'm gonna.
There is.
Okay,
and you know what? With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back as soon as Pimple gets his, Pimple pops.
I don't like these. Please attack me.
Just let him eat you.
If they'll attack.
What? You don't want me? Oh.
Oh.
They're cautious little biters.
They're just
Bring
little
it on.
nibblers.
Bring it on.
They're sniffing you.
Hey.
And that is a game over.
Okay, so let's see what happens.
You're no match for me. I'm the strongest woman in the Wait a second. I'm pretty sure Chun-Li's got some stiff competition for you, babe.
Yeah.
We must summon He-Man. He is the only one.
I never
who
thought
could
I'd see
stop-
the Battletoads beaten. It's a sad day for all Toad kind.
It's not just Toad kind, dude. The whole world is... Oh, just jump right to the end. Okay.
Yep, and that's pretty much all she wrote. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our little smorgasbord of Battletoads legacy right there.
It exists.
There's a lot, and they put a lot into it clearly, but I mean, it just stands the test of time to show why you can't just force something to work.
I mean, it was an honest little thing. Like they kind of wanted it. It's kind of like how, you know, ironically, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in and of themselves were trying to be a parody of Daredevil, and that ended up being its own big franchise. And then the Battletoads, you know, in a similar vein, kind of wanted to be a fun little parody of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but with toads. And I mean, their heart were in the right place. It's just that they. You know, this was before the times of Donkey Kong Country where they really started to hit their stride.
I mean, yeah, I like that. I like that idea of, like, it was definitely humble beginnings kind of thing.
Yeah, but with that said, hope you all enjoyed our little smorgasbord again. And I guess if there ever is another Battletoads thing in the future, we'll give that a look-see as well. Until next time, I've been Zitz, currently under the Dark Queen's clutches. Thanks a lot, jerk-offs.
I have been Rash, having an identity crisis, believing myself to be Pimple.
And I'm Pimple, and I just can't take this. This is why I left the team. I can't take all this unnecessary violence.
They were so mean to me!
He did a bad thing. Bye.
Till next time.
I mean, look at this guy.